Zach here from Middle Earth Center. As you can see, this is the free-to-play version. Right off the bat, you can notice several changes. Uh, the color of the XP is a little different. Your level seems to be more pronounced. Make it easily viewed for new people. Um, the radar has a slight redesign, and of course, there's a LotRO store. Upon entering the LotRO store, you can see several categories: premium items, crafting, cosmetics, healing and revival, travel, buffs and boost, housing and social, and finally skills and equipment. And then on the bottom, there's featured items which rotate. Within the premium items, there's quest packs and content, storage and bags, auction house, character slots, classes, currency upgrade, trade slots, and NPCs. Uh, by going over this, you can see the quest packs and contents are essentially your expansion packs, your quest packs, and your skirmishes. The expansion packs are the Mines of Moria and the Siege of Mirkwood. The quest packs are just open up the quest in a specific zone, uh, which, if you're a free player, uh, it is a interesting way to go about things. For example, if you don't want to go to Evendom, you don't have to buy that quest pack, so in the long run, it might save players money rather than that $15 monthly fee. Uh, Time will tell exactly how much those will cost and how much that players spend in the store. And the bottom is the skirmishes. In storage and bags, you can buy more inventory bags because you have two locked off right off the bat. Shared storage, vault storage, and wardrobe. In the auction house, you essentially buy slots to sell stuff. You can buy 5, 10, goes up for a while of slots, and it lets you sell that many at a certain amount of time. Character slots, essentially just another character slot. You can have up to 11 of these classes. Right now, that's just the Runekeeper and Warden, which are both premium classes. Currency upgrade just lifts the gold limit that you free players have. Trait slots unlock the traits, the virtues, the races, the class, and the legendary traits. And finally, NPCs are things you can call at. They give you horns to call an NPC at the campfires or campsites across Middle Earth. There's one for the legendary weapons, both of those, both of the guys that do legendary weapons, and then there is a vendor guy. So might be useful for in your area away from civilization and you need to sell stuff or you have to work on your legendary weapon. In crafting, there's a whole array of stuff. There's tools, uh, recipes, all kinds of stuff. The ability to get into the crafting guilds. There's a lot of stuff. Cosmetics, there's a whole array of various outfits and pieces of cosmetic equipment. Uh, so if you really enjoy having the cosmetic equipment, there's a ton of options for you. And there is also dyes, so if you like dyeing your equipment, you can buy those. Under healing or revival, there's several different menus. Most of these are like potions or buffs, temporary buffs like equipment and repairs. Those can limit how much damage your equipment takes. You can get food. You can get morale and power, boost your maximum and how much it heals over time. You can remove your dread effects. Some of these are the things that you see currently in the Destiny points, stuff you can buy with that, and a lot of the buffs and boosts are from there. Going on to travel, there's mounts, swift travel, travel maps, and travel rations. You can buy pretty much any mount in the game through the store now. That includes festival mounts and faction mounts. There's swift travel, which essentially removes the restrictions of swift traveling for 1 hour. There's travel maps and skills, which most of these are regular maps, similar to your map home, which lets you map to a destination you send. But these are for specific areas, and they have the same timer as the map home. They're all tied together. And there's also the skills for the wardens and hunters, the guides and or maybe it's the captains and the hunters. Essentially, the classes that have the calling people or traveling people to a certain location, those skills are for shell. And then finally, there's travel rations, which you use for a lot of your traveling skills. So next up is buffs and boosts. There's enhancements, buffs, virtues, stats, and discounts. Uh, Essentially, enhancements, there you can get stuff for boosting your skirmish points, boost your deed completement. You can get faster XP buffs. Under buffs, there you can get stuff for morale, power, combat, defense, hope, resistance. A lot of these are the things that are really in the Destiny point currently, and they're moved over to the store. Because currently free players can't use Destiny points, so I guess this is how they're supposed to do it. There's virtues, which essentially you can take any virtue from level 1 all the way up to level 10 just with turbine points. And it kind of gets rid of that grinding, but it's a controversial thing, especially among some users who think it's a way just to buy your character up to being better. And the next topic is the stats, which you can get increments of 10, 20, and 30 to your stats, which at the very high levels, 30 isn't really a lot, but at the early levels, 30 can really help your character quite a bit. You can essentially double his stats almost. And finally, there's discounts. These are essentially the awards for being a member. They were given out free, so if you've already been playing, you probably already have these. If not, there's a rite of passage, which lets you get 20% off for stable masters, and then there's the same thing for using a bard. Moving on to housing and social, there's both emotes and house decorations. There's quite a few interesting emotes added for the free-to-play. There's quite a few interesting emotes added in the free-to-play conversion of LotRO. Most of these are all 50 turbo points, so they're not an insane cost, but they do have some cost behind them. And then there's house decorations. You can buy both interior and exterior housing decorations. Going on to skills and equipment, you can buy class items, class skills, musical equipment, NPCs, and traits. Now, once again, some of these are actually in more than one spot. The traits are also the traits that are in the buffs and boost area. And that's about it for the stores. So, and then you have NPCs and traits, and some of these are the things that are already in the store. So, some stuff is in more than one category. So, in one way, it makes it easier because they have it. If you're looking just for stuff for your class, you can go to class stuff and you'll find it. Or if you're just looking for buffs and boost, you might find the same thing there too. In a way, it does make sense, but it does clutter up the store, and the store overall is fairly easy to navigate, but there's some improvements that could definitely be made. It's still early, so those things might be changed. That's it for the tour of the store,